Colours. Mitellini next, Jack Taylor's horse, bred by Julian Wilson. Not Jack Taylor, that is, of course, the horse. Then we have Into Melody. He'll just walk into shot. There he is, Alton Glaze. Formerly a very decent horse. He was fourth to Desert Orchid, Mr. Moonraker, an infielder at Sandown Park. He was second to Brown's Gazette. That was at Kelso, but he was beaten for 20 lengths. But I'm afraid he was well beaten behind Dodgy Future at Cheltenham. But he is a good horse, and I wouldn't write him off yet. 14-1 shot at the moment.
And they're away. Afzal gets a flyer on the outside. John Joe O'Neill. Afzal goes on from Mossmore and Mitellini and Mr. Dean Top. Then going up to join him is Eberachem. But it's Afzal with the advantage from Mitellini and Mr. Dean Top on the inside. Then comes Eberachem. Geary's Cold Road and Lawnswood Miss. And then Into Melody on the outside with Cut and Dry and Chrysaor on the inner. Afzal making it a very fast pace in this 2.5-mile Whitbread Pale Ale Handicap hurdle. Jumps that clear of Mitellini in second and Mr. Dean Top on the inside. Then close in fourth is Eberachem. Just in behind them, Into Melody and Chrysaor and Lawnswood Miss on the inside with Geary's Cold Roll. The back marker at the moment is Road to Mandalay with Vivac also among the back markers and Mollington as well. Afzal in the lead from Mr. Dean Top, Mitellini. Cut and Dry right up there too with Eberachem. And it's Afzal about 4 lengths clear of Mr. Dean Top on the inside of Mitellini. Cut and Dry and Eberachem and Cold Rolled Gold. Roll Cold Gold. Geary's Cold Rolled. I knew I'd get in a mess with that one. Just behind him is Chrysaor. Behind Chrysaor is Alton Glazed. And then comes Gembridge Jupiter. So into the straight on the first circuit with Afzal, the clear leader from Mitellini and Mr. Dean Top. Behind them come Cut and Dry and Eberachem with Geary's Cold Road. Chrysaor. Road to Mandalay's made ground on the stand side. The grey just almost getting in the picture now, but not quite. Afzal landed in the lead there. From Mitellini in second and Mr. Dean Top third and Chrysaor fourth. Then came Gembridge Jupiter and Geary's Cold Road and All 10 Glazed and Into Melody and Road to Mandalay. Afzal jumps that clear of Mitellini. Mr. Dean Top and Chrysaor and Geary's Cold Roll. Lawnswood Miss making ground over on the far side with the man himself. Into Melody just in behind the leaders with Going Broke also. So coming down to the winning post on the first circuit. Now the complete round here, and Afzal and John Joe O'Neill well clear of Mitellini, Geary's Cold Rolled and Chrysaor and the man himself and Into Melody, and behind them Gembridge Jupiter. Mr. Dean Top on the inside of Going Broke and then All 10 Glazed, and behind them comes Burrenpoor making a little bit of ground. Then Lawnswood Miss and Dodgy Future on the outside, and the back marker at the moment is Duncan Prince. Still Afzal from Mitellini. Little gap then to Geary's Cold Roll, Chrysaor, Into Melody. Behind Into Melody, Gembridge Jupiter, then the man himself, Dodgy Future on the outside of Going Broke, and in between Going Broke and Dodgy Future is All 10 Glazed. Then Burrenpoor. Behind Burrenpoor is Mollington. Afzal from Mitellini. Geary's Cold Roll and Chrysaor and Gembridge Jupiter on the outside. Dodgy Future making a little bit of progress. Into Melody's upsides him, Going Broke. Then comes the man himself, Burrenpoor's making a little ground. Then comes All 10 Glazed and Mollington. And behind them, Mossmore and Lawnswood Miss, Vivac. Behind Vivac is Takiros. And Mr. Dean Top has dropped right back to last. So they're beginning this long looping turn now towards the home straight, and it's still Afzal in the lead. Gembridge Jupiter going up to challenge on the outside. Mitellini on the inner. Burrenpoor is still making progress. Just in behind him comes Chrysaor. Behind him is Going Broke, and behind Going Broke, Geary's Cold Rolled, and then Mollington as they race towards the home turn. Gembridge Jupiter, the challenger to Afzal. Geary's Cold Rolled. Burrenpoor still making ground just in behind the leaders. into the straight now. Gembridge Jupiter has taken over from Afzal, Burrenpur, Mittalini on the inside, Chrysea with a chance, and Going Broke also towards the stand side. But Gembridge Jupiter with the advantage and going strongly in the lead. From Chrysea, who jumped in second, picked a little bit on landing. Burrenpur has gone third. Coming down now to the second last flight, and as they do so, Gembridge Jupiter under pressure now. Chrysea in second. Third is Burrenpur, still making ground, and Dodgy Future is coming there quite strongly too. It's Gembridge Jupiter being pressed now by Dodgy Future, who's gone second. Chrysea third at the final flight. Gembridge Jupiter lands in the lead, but tiring. Dodgy Future is second. Chrysea is third, and Burrenpur four. Racing into the closing stages. Gembridge Jupiter being chased all the time by Dodgy Future. Inside the final furlong, Gembridge Jupiter from Dodgy Future. Gembridge Jupiter, Dodgy Future on the near side. There's little between the two as they race up towards the line. Gembridge Jupiter from Dodgy Future, and at the line is just Gembridge Jupiter the winner. Dodgy Future is second. Chrysea is third, and four was Burrenpur. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4. The judge was called on a photograph. The judge was called at a photo, but I think we'll find that number 12, Gembridge Jupiter, owned by Mr. Anthony Carver, trained by Chris Trietline and ridden by John Suthern, has held that long and determined challenge by Dodgy Future. Number 21, owned by Mr. D. Lowe, trained by Stan Mellor and ridden by Mark Perrett, with third, number 9, Chrysea, and fourth, number 22, Burrenpur. But it's a photo finish. A photo between number 12, Gembridge Jupiter, and number 21, Dodgy Future. I think we'll find that Gembridge Jupiter's hung on very gallantly after taking over early in the straight. See what Richard thinks.
And at this stage, Gembridge Jupiter had shot for home. Remember, I told you that she'd just been behind Inda Melody at Cheltenham and had a good chance here. And John Suthern had taken his chance and gone for home. Afzal had weakened. Burrenpur in those bright yellow colours on the inside in the chasing group. Chrysea in the middle of those three, and Dodgy Future, the last of the three, on the outside. Well, not the last of the three, but nearest the camera. Well, Gembridge Jupiter running here for John Suthern and Chris Trietline, two people who don't get in the big winners' enclosures too often, but are certainly able to produce the goods. Must be really thinking, is this going to be our day today? Mark Perrett gets down to work on Stan Mellor, trained Dodgy Future, and Mark really needs a few winners for Stan at the moment. And could this be it? He's doing nothing wrong here, really riding a good flat race finish, but he's still got half a length to make up as they go to the line, and I can't see that he's got there. It definitely looks like Gembridge Jupiter, Dodgy Future second, and Chrysea third, Burrenpur fourth.
Still awaiting the official result as we see the son of Jupiter Pluvius out of Samana by Neron, returning with John Suthern. Hoping to hear, John, that he's on the 13 mark now.
First, number 12, Gembridge Jupiter, 12 to 1. Second, number 21, Dodgy Future, 8 to 1. Third, number 9, Chrysea, 10 to 1. And fourth, number 22, Burrenpur,